machines ever pay off? Sure they do. They pay the casino's rent, light bills, employees' salaries, and a cool $500,000 a year. Oh, hi, I'm Stella, and welcome to my channel 30 Books, where I bang on about Australian authors and Australian books, all to support the Australian publishing industry and our writers. Remember, all it takes is 30 books a year. Don't forget to stick around to the end of the video to see what my writer gets for their royalties. You have busted me reading Scarn's Complete Guide to Gambling. This was published in 1960, where a cool $500,000 probably is about $1 billion a year. I don't know. A little bit of audio description. I'm sitting in a light-filled room covered in foliage, lots of big green leafy indoor plants. There's a green bookshelf behind me. There's a gold and green bamboo painting. Because I love green and pink so much, I offset it with a pink corduroy shirt. I'm wearing a pink and green scarf in my hair, big orange ring, and black rimmed glasses. Speaking of gambling, it's always a gamble when you publish a book, especially if you change genre, which Kathryn Heyman's book has done. She's published about 5 fiction books. I think I got that right. And now she has written her memoir. And what a memoir it is. I think the name's a giveaway. Fury. I went to hear Kathryn speak in Melbourne. I think it was the launch of her book. She talked about the difference between rage and fury. Rage is something a little bit uncontrollable anger, where fury is very direct and intense, which opens up with a storm out on the Timor Sea, where a young 20-year-old Kathryn is on a prawn trawler on a boat. And she's clearly in danger, but at the same time, there's this kind of like intense kind of freedom going on. And this is what the book is about. It's about the transformation of trauma into power. Not to say that the trauma is a good thing. So we learn that Kathryn, she's grown up in poverty and familial abuse. She leaves home when she's about 15. May seem like there's just no room. Nobody wants her at home. At one point, she was living in the back shed. While all this is going on, she's excelling at school. So it's a story about class and poverty. And within that is shame. There's all this shame that poor people can experience, and it doesn't matter how you've changed throughout the year, you carry that with you. And then compounded on top of this, it's being a young woman. You become ashamed of your body, especially if you, like many young women and women, experience, like, you know, there's unwanted attention, there's sexual harassment, there's sexual assault, and there is rape. And then you report the rape, you go through a court case, and the court case is equally as traumatic as the assault was. So all of this happens throughout the memoir. We begin on there were a few times I had to, you know, put the book down, think about things. I think this is relatable in so many ways. She winds up in Darwin, she gets a job on a prawn trawler with 4 men. Now, it's interesting, out of all the places that she's been, you would think in the Timor Sea with 4 men, this is the most dangerous place she's ever been. But interesting, it's not. This is the place where she is free from sexual harassment. There is immediate and physical danger. There are challenges, you know, she questions what they're doing. You know, the sea, I mean, it can cause death, but it's here that she experiences, I mean, it's not a picnic in the park, but she is kind of transformed through this hard work, through this intensity. I'm sure she didn't skip off the trawler and have a brilliant life. I thought, interesting thing about memoir is, of course, you know, we don't have linear lives, and we don't all experience a character arc as such. So it's kind of hard to write this, but Kathryn Heyman, as a beautiful and experienced writer, she has done this magnificently. Like, so it's a fantastic read, and her power of language and the way she gets into the head of very young Kathryn, and it's all totally, you know, totally relatable, and the way that we are fed some information to keep us turning the page, and then we go, like, it's not all just laid out for us, and we go, and a lot of it is hinted at as well. She doesn't spell everything out for us. We go forward and we go back. I'm just going to read from the back of the book. A reflection on the wider stories of class and of growing up female with all its risks and rewards. I love that bit about rewards. Fury is a memoir of courage and determination, of fighting back and finding joy. Now we get to talk about royalties. So I bought my copy from Readings in St Kilda for $29.99, which means Kathryn gets about $3. So what can you get for $3? So Kathryn, I won $25, or you won $25 money to you. And that is the video for this time around. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, share, and please comment. Tell me what you think of my videos, good, bad, ugly, you know, be kind, of course. Otherwise, I'll get furious, and I'll see you next time on 30 Books.